Hey guys, welcome back to the series for week number 23. This week, the theme is implosions, and I am no different. This is the implosion I had the very first race I did on race A last week, and leading the race, and I'm going to bounce where you really don't want to be bouncing, crash into the wall, and then successfully complete the first to last challenge, for those of you who missed the video. But let's just watch that from cinematic cameras. It was quite a sight to behold. That is now slightly out of control. Trying my best to save it. Obviously that's not going to happen. And then we ended up stone dead last. And then coming in at 9, we've got Bob Belcher. Now these guys up in front all actually had penalties after this corner. So all Bob had to do was just hang on and wait until the penalty zone. But they weren't going to make that possible. They were all going to run wide. A little bit accidental actually, but still, he's going to get the 4-second penalty for that. He did nothing wrong. Accidental from the other guys. And then he's going to end up finishing, because of that penalty, in 10th place, very unfortunately. So coming in at number 8 this week, we've got this old FIA race from RX8 Races. This guy's in 3rd place, getting ready to make his pit stop, and he's going to crash into the pit wall, which, that thing being solid, I feel is a bit of a safety hazard. But yeah, that is going to cost him a little bit of time. He's also going to get a penalty for that. So as we do the quickest pit stop ever, he's going to come out of the pits in 7th place and still have to serve his penalty. Fortunately for him, he did finish in 6th, so it wasn't all bad. But next up, we've got Freelix, and as if Monza starts aren't bad enough, we're going to have this start where pretty much the entire pack is going to end up getting glitched and starting right next to each other. So you know the turn 1 is going to be pretty ugly. So we got like cars going 4 wide through the straight here, and that means they're probably going to be 4 wide going into the first corner. So we've got some ping-ponging going on there, cars bouncing all over the place. And then as we come into the braking zone, we've got a Veyron in the cones, other cars getting thrown off, and some massive penalties flashing up for people there. Felix is actually going to manage to do a pretty good job of getting away from that. But coming in at number 6, we've got, I'm not even going to try and say that name, but coming into the braking zone at Monza, and it's actually not too bad. But as we come through the exit, things are going to get quite strange, as we have 4 cars fighting for one little piece of tarmac, and then we have another couple cars coming to join in as they've all slowed themselves down. People getting pushed off everywhere, and then that Corvette is going to snap and get pushed off as well. So that was a strange one. I haven't seen that before. And then coming into the braking zone, going to have a very optimistic Aston. He's going to take himself and someone else off, and potentially pick up a penalty for that one. So coming in at number 5, we've got Trone, and we got this guy who, he's going to get past this guy, and that was a decent sort of move, I suppose. But things are going to unravel themselves pretty quickly. So not had the greatest exit, the other guy is catching him pretty quickly. And now into the braking zone through the little chicane here. He's going to go very hot there, get on the power at the wrong time, just punt that guy out of the way. And the other guy's actually going to be able to have a good run anyway. So we're up to a 3-second penalty for something that was completely his fault. And as we come into the left-hander here, he's going to punt him and then try and take him out. And well, he's only going to end up picking up another couple seconds penalties and quitting the race. So in at 4 this week, we've got this clip from Bungle JPH. I think that's how I'm supposed to say it. And then we've got these 2 guys here who are both, by all appearances, not clean drivers, as that's going to backfire a bit for the Corvette, as he's going to get pushed wide because the other guy kind of fought back, and he's going to end up spinning and picking up a penalty for his troubles. And then as we jump ahead to when this Aston has served that penalty already, he's now down to 17th place, so that's quite an implosion, I think we can agree. Now he's just punting that other Aston for no reason. He's got a 3-second penalty, he's been overtaken by Bungle JPH, and then he's going to get overtaken again and push him wide. So he's using the push to pass, and he's up to 6 seconds of penalties, and then he's going to brake check, and sadly going to do so successfully. And now he's got a 10-second penalty, and now you can tell, obviously you could tell he's a dirty driver, but now he's coming for some random guy who was in the pits, who had nothing to do with him. He's just going to push him to try and get past. The push to pass definitely being used here, probably more than it should be, up to 11 seconds of penalties. And then through the second chicane, we've got that guy who's ghosted. He's going to go straight through him, but he's going to pick up a second penalty for cutting the track. And then he's going to go for a punt on the other Aston. It's not going to quite work out for him actually. And he's going to get up to 14 seconds of penalties. He's in 15th place now, and now he's just slowing down and trying to piss everyone off more than he already has. And then shoving that Corvette off, but fortunately for the rest of the lobby, he's about to serve a massive penalty and watch the rest of the lobby drift away from him, never to be seen again. So everyone is going to be happy about that. So coming in at number 3, we've got a repeat offender, and this man insists he's not a dirty driver, but I've seen too many clips sent to me and experienced it firsthand. He is a dirty driver. He's going to sort of miss his braking zone there after a hard defense. That's not what we're going to be looking at today. He's going to just swerve into that guy to not let him get past. This is a hallmark of this guy's driving. And then he's going to pick up a half-second penalty for that, and then try and ram this other guy who had literally no contact with him the entire race. And he's going to end up going from what would have just been second place at worst to 12th place. As much as he insists he's not a dirty driver, I keep seeing things that are quite contrary to that statement. And then in at 2, we've got Insatiable Brains, who's found this chap in his lobby, who's, well, he's going to brake a bit too early there, and then decide to brake a bit too late there, and do what I think we can very kindly call an aggressive overtake. And I think the game called it a 4-second penalty. But then as Insatiable Brains comes alongside him, he's going to swerve into him. But what that's only done is allow everyone else to get closer to him. And that is just a whole big pack of wolves coming to hunt him down. So as we come around the long right-hander here, he's going to get overtaken by that McLaren. And then pretty much the floodgates are going to open here. People are going to push him wide. And then he's going to end up losing so many places down to 11th. He's given up by this stage, because he's just going to try and punt into the tight chicane here, and well, he's only going to succeed in picking up more penalties and losing a couple of places. So when he comes to the penalty line, he's already given up on life and this race, and he's going to quit as soon as he has to serve the penalties. So coming in at number 1 this week, we've got Trine. Found this, well, it's on Monza, it's a huge surprise. Found this very dirty chap who's got a 1-second penalty there. And then he is going to punt that other Corvette off and pick up another 4 seconds of penalties. So now he's going to have to serve those penalties, as we have this Alpha coming very close behind him. He's going to flash his lights for no reason, even though the guy's behind him. And then he's going to be off the track when he's trying to serve his penalty.
Well, they got you then. They gone and banged you up good and proper.
And that's a wonderful bit of karma, as we're going to see him down to 17th place. Actually 18th place, because this is jumping literally a couple seconds ahead. And he's been overtaken by that Beetle, picked up another second of penalty, as if he hadn't just already served a penalty. And then he's going to punt the Beetle again, get up to 2 seconds of penalties. The Beetle's going to run wide, he's going to get past him again. And then coming up to Parabolica, he's not content with just 2 seconds of penalties. He's going to punt the Audi, and then punt the Audi again, and then try and punt the Audi again. Pick up another 3 seconds of penalties. Fortunately, the gods of ghosting sort of let him go through and save the Audi a bit of trouble. But now the Audi is right behind him, and he's going to decide, let's go for a brake check here. What could possibly go wrong? A lot could go wrong, actually.
Did you really like it so much last time? Did you? What? You didn't? Then why the hell did you come back?
So in there's some bonus clips, but before we get into those, if you enjoyed the video and you'd like to leave a comment, why not go ahead and join the engagement gang like the guys on screen right now. And if you're new around here, go ahead and subscribe and click the notification bell. We're trying to get to 25,000 subscribers. We are fairly close. But then we've got D White with actually quite a beneficial glitch for him, because every single person behind him has been caught up in the starting procedure glitch and is now miles behind. So as we start the race, they are still nowhere near in sight. But yeah guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have, go leave a like. If you're around here, go ahead and subscribe. Thank you very much to my patrons whose names you're seeing on screen right now. If you'd like to join them, the link is in the description. You'll get your name at the end of every single video, as well as access to videos early, and I will see you guys in my next video.